Before I joined IDS, I actually started my academics in nursing. I was a healthcare student for about 4 years. That was for my undergraduate studies, and then I pivoted to development studies shortly afterwards. I worked in peri-urban rural communities while I was a nursing student, and that really exposed me to vulnerable communities and how they were experiencing challenges with access to essential services like healthcare. And I really wanted to understand why such stark inequalities exist in society. The MA Governance, Development and Public Policy program that I'm enrolled in right now, it sits at the nexus of three, that being governance, development and public policy. And I really feel that that deep concentration on all three factors is quite important for the work I want to do one day, because I'm not just engaging with the idea of development on a very superficial level. I'm really trying to interrogate how these three key factors intersect, and it will also help me develop skills that are important for the work I plan to do of addressing structural inequalities in the global south. So I think IDS is the perfect place for me to explore that. IDS is unique in that it bridges theory and practice. So where I'm not just in a classroom absorbing a lot of content on what development looks like in textbooks, the IDS approach is one that really allows us and challenges us to really look at why development looks the way it is in practice and in the real world. And that for me is really intellectually stimulating, because I'm interrogating assumptions, I'm digging into preconceived notions of development. The one interesting aspect I find about being here is just the global community. I come from South Africa, and I'm getting to engage with people from countries that I've only ever heard about in the news prior to coming here. And they're all drawing from their own personal and professional experiences, which allows me to also learn about development from a very distinctive lens, multiple lenses, because whenever we have to answer questions in the classroom, an individual will try and draw from their own context. That's what I love about IDS as well, because it's a space that allows us to talk about our personal experiences. And that's not something that you would really find in a traditional university setting. In the short time I've been here, I've really been challenged to think of development beyond theory. I've looked into how development can be applied. The strategies that I learn in the classroom can be applied to addressing real world problems. And that critical, deep thinking, thought-provoking approach really prepares me for the world of work, because I'm not just reading about development, but I'm actually learning about how evidence can assist in addressing a lot of challenges that I've also been witnessing in the time that I was working as a nursing student in the practice area. Following the master's program, I hope to work in policy advisory roles, possibly in government, possibly in the development sector, where I'm really positioned to effect the most positive change in people's lives. Being here at IDS has positioned me to not only develop personally, but professionally as well. And just being in a space that is thought-provoking, in a space that inspires one to think deeply about issues that affect billions of people across the world. I really want to effect those changes quite positively when I complete my studies.